Hello and welcome to a
Hello.
live stream. It says "Let's go" at the bottom of the stream because that's Heather's comment. Heather, if you don't know, is now my wife, which is crazy.
Wife.
Yeah, as of
Wife. That's the wife dance. I don't know.
oh god. Okay, well, it works. Hey, people are here. Paul, thank you. Congrats. Woohoo. I don't know what you're saying congrats on because so much good stuff has happened. Channel hit 20,000. Heather and I got married. We got a new puppy, so now we have no sleep. But we'll get all into all that stuff. Really, what I wanted to do was I haven't done a live stream on this channel in forever.
You used to
over
do
a
them
year.
weekly.
I used to do a weekly live stream.
Every Sunday. I remember this.
Yeah. And that was
Good
fun.
times.
And that was when the channel was really small. And so there weren't really a lot of people there. And then I just kind of stopped. But I made it like, I don't know, it took like 6 months or something. But yeah, today or late last night, crossed the 20,000 mark. So thank you, like from the bottom of my heart, to everybody who made that possible, because that's a crazy number. Obviously, like in the world of YouTube, there are channels that are much bigger than 20,000, but yeah, wow.
Did you ever think you would get to 20,000?
No, when you click open account or sign up for account, I mean, you hope like, oh, I could hit all these big numbers, but
I heard
that's not what happened.
Tom, for one of his weekly live streams, did a whole like celebratory live stream bash for 50 subscribers.
I think that was my first live stream. It was
50 because you like
50.
You did like graffiti in the garage.
Yeah, it was in the garage and I was just going crazy and trying to do projects and stuff the whole time. But I thought about doing like a thank you video again, like we did for 10,000. But then I just thought a live stream would be fun because we can kind of chat for a bit. I wanted to have Heather here, not just because we're partners in basically everything, but also because, I mean, this channel really wouldn't be here without Heather. Because we met 3 years ago. This story has been told ad nauseum, even on my channel, on her channel,
it never
on
gets
podcasts.
Old.
But we met through YouTube. And when we first met, I think I had like 5 random videos uploaded. And then she was really the one, because I wanted to make more videos. And I was kind of scared and embarrassed to start a YouTube channel. And then Heather was the one who just kind of gave me a kick in the butt of like, you should do this. And it's really cool. And it's worth it.
No, here's what happened. Okay. So first of all, Tom sent me a message and I was like, oh, cool. Let's go. Let's meet because we're like in line with the whole digital media stuff. Then when I met with him, I hear an echo.
I do too.
I was already vlogging, right? So I vlogged our meeting because I would have done that anyway. Like I was just vlogging. And then later on that day, I was like, Tom, why don't you have a YouTube channel? Why aren't you making videos? Why don't you create videos? You have everything you need to create videos. You're very interesting. You have so much to say. You have a very unique perspective on things. Like, how do you not have a YouTube channel? And see, now you have a YouTube channel.
But
20,000 people agree with me,
which is bonkers. And so kind of today, I wanted to check in with you guys, just chat with you for a bit. And then also just, if we have time, kind of go over the reasons why I think it's really a worthwhile thing to do to start a YouTube channel. I know a lot of people who are popping up in here do have their own podcasts and all kinds of things. Oh my Lord, there's all kinds of stuff.
Catch up.
We got to do some catch up real quick. First, out of the box, Andrew, let's go. Congrats. Thank you. If you have not checked out Andrew's channel, you should check it out because it's really good. It's growing really fast. He's putting a lot of effort into like these really cool tech reviews, which I know seems like a saturated space, but he has it's like a fresh perspective. It's just a different way of doing it. It's super genuine, super authentic. Definitely check out of the box because he's a cool guy and the channel is amazing. So thank you, sir. TLY Writer, fantastic Friday, even more fantastic because we are live streaming and literally our whole family is in here because under the desk is our golden retriever and just over there in his
baby corgi
is our baby corgi puppy who's getting some sleep right now. So if he starts waking up and freaking out and making noises, that's what that is. But he's happy right now. Jason the dad, I was just telling my wife about Heather and Tom's story. Was this the person who was commenting on?
No, someone else.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Hi, Jason the dad.
Yeah, hi. Thank you. It's a fun story in a lot of ways.
It's a really cool story.
Yeah. Not that we can't get into it here, but I feel like a lot of people have heard this story a few times.
Yeah.
Auto Maneuvers Inc. My name is Ollie. I bought my Rodecaster Pro because you think
How cute.
Thank you. You're welcome. Our dog Ollie, we miss him really, really, very, very much.
Oh,
So
you have a cool name.
Yeah, you have a great name. Hey, look, it's RV Jim.
Oh,
is
I
the
remember
one.
Jim.
He won the 3D printer on the only giveaway I've ever done for my 1,000 subscriber live stream.
Gosh, was that 1,000?
I was 1,000 2 years ago.
Wow, really?
I bought and gave away a 3D printer.
Wow, RV Jim D, you're a loyal fan. Thanks for sticking around this long, man.
He's great. His channel's basically like him fabricating RV related stuff.
Oh,
it's
very
really
cool.
It's super cool project based stuff.
Awesome.
Here, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name correctly, but Heel Elite. He's the one that I was on his channel like 2 weeks ago.
We did
like a little collab. I recorded a video. We put it
up. Oh, I
questions.
remember him recording this. Very cool.
Yeah, so thank you for that. So many, like everybody here has their own channel pretty much, which is cool. He's asking how we're doing during quarantine, day 480.
We're doing great. It's a lot of Animal Crossing.
It's a lot of Animal Crossing, yes, and a lot of puppy time. But I mean, we're doing great compared to what some people have to deal with.
Yeah,
we have zero to complain about.
Really lucky.
So we just remind ourselves of that. Although things are starting to open up again, kind of laying low and seeing how that goes before we jump straight back into it. But I hope you're staying safe. I hope everybody's staying safe during like the craziest time ever. Let's see. Sabarudin Hashim, congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations on being great. I appreciate that. Mr. Crack DVD, you're the person I think Rode needs to like.
I know Rode. Yeah. Rode.
As we're using the
Rodecaster
Pro right here, but not use it for a live stream. I think I've sold like all of them. But it's such a cool device. I would go into it here, but I have like playlists on my channel about why it's so great. I have a video this Thursday all about podcast workflows coming out. So it's one of those things where there's all these pain points for so many years, and this thing comes out that just fixes it, and you're like,
this is exactly what I wish would have existed, and it does now.
And you just appreciate it because they did it right, and I love that. So I'm glad that you're enjoying your Rodecaster Pro. To Steve, you inspired me to do better videos. Congratulations.
Aww.
Thank you. That makes me feel like that's crazy when you start a channel and you make videos, especially when you're just starting out because nobody's watching them, but you forget that it's humans on the other end of it. And then people will talk to you and be like, oh, this thing happened and you helped me with this and I figured this out. And then you realize how impactful it can be if you want it to be. And it's a really cool thing. So that makes me happy to hear those things. Thank you so much. Here's RV Jim. Congrats on the marriage. The wife and I are 36
Wow,
years.
Congrats. That's awesome.
You guys have been quarantined together for 36 years. So congratulations. That's
amazing.
We will turn 36 next year.
I
know. Beatwalker, love your videos. Very informative. That's the goal. Informative and mildly entertaining. Should be my tagline. You got to 1,000?
Oh my!
Wow, congratulations!
Congrats. Yay!
I think you were at like 800 and something last time I checked, but you were like going up like crazy, and it just grows. It's crazy how it grows, and it's different for everyone. But it took, I don't know what yours was, because Heather, if you haven't checked out Heather's channel, she's got 2. But I put a link to her vlog channel in the description for this stream. She started a year before me, and I don't know how long. Because you started your channel just for you to like document quitting your job.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to like just grow it. It was just a place to kind of store. It was a place for me to journal.
Yeah,
but faster.
Do you remember how it grew?
Well, see, this is where I'm happy that you had me because I wish I had someone too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because like every step of the way I felt so like I wasn't making any progress. And I vividly remember I had probably just over 2,000 subscribers. I went to this networking event and I still was so shy and embarrassed to tell people that I had a YouTube channel and I had 2,000 subscribers. And I was like, yeah, I only have 2,000. And thankfully everyone there was a networking event with other entrepreneurs who didn't they weren't content creators, but they were like, if I had 2,000 subscribers, I'd like put that on my business card. I'd like put it, I'd put it everywhere and brag about it. And like, that's a huge thing to talk about. But, I didn't have that like, I don't know. I needed that like someone to shift that perspective for me.
And I mean, there's the
So-
cliche that it's not about the numbers, but
Yeah. So it was growing, but I don't think it like, I don't know. It took a while for me to really be able to be like, oh wow, there's momentum, like actual momentum here.
yeah,
Like you said, there's humans on the other side.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's easy to forget that.
When you came to my classroom the first time, because when we first met, she was an advisory partner for my high school program, and she came to my classroom to do workshops with my students. And of course, the students right away were like, "You guys like each other?" I was like, "No, that's silly," which is crazy because they were freshmen that year, and now they're seniors.
Yeah, and they saw the whole.
They were there for the whole thing. But I remember, of course, Heather shows up and she's like, "This is what you do to build your brand and use these tools effectively." And the kids are just like, "How much money do you make? How many subscribers do you have?" And I remember you said, I think you had 4,200.
Oh wow!
Because that stuck in my head as like that's the legit number. Like
really?
Because I didn't know, and then that was when you had come in, like you were a pro speaking to students as a professional, and you said 4,200, and I was like, if I could ever get to 4,200, like I am legit.
So I really think that, I mean, numbers don't, I don't want to say they don't matter, but Tom is not doing this for the numbers. He absolutely loves what he does. Like I can't even tell you the guilt that he feels when he's like creating in here and I'm just sitting on the couch. He has to like debate whether he should like hang out with me or be in here. That's how much he loves it. And it's like, it's a kid on Christmas every time he's like creating in here. So he absolutely loves it. But I really do think that he's going to hit 100,000 like by the end of the year. I would say 50 by the end of the summer.
I wouldn't argue, but we will see. I never thought we'd hit this point. So who knows?
Because you're starting to like, people are in a certain niche or like really trying, starting to find you, and the community's building. And
community building.
I mean, you have like 40 freaking people up here.
That's
crazy.
I didn't even look at the number. That's awesome. That's like the most I've ever had on a live stream. Oh no, I lost my place over here. There we go. Lyle Springer. Hey.
Lyle. Hey. Yeah.
What's up? Bruce Wang. Congrats, buddy. You may be one of my. So this is like a struggle, which is I love gear. I don't want people to just have to buy new stuff every time a video comes out. They're like, now I got to buy new things. The stuff that I showcase, especially if it's something I've purchased, like the Rodecaster, is because I genuinely believe in it and love it. If it's like a test thing, like if you ever see me like, here's this lens versus this really expensive lens, I've either borrowed or rented that lens, which I always say in the video. Doesn't mean I don't want it. It just means I can't afford it right now. Or I wouldn't use it enough to justify the cost. But that stuff is just so fun to me. Like tinkering and gear is like my favorite. But I don't want it to just be you need to buy stuff. So I try to also throw in like, here's a tutorial and here's a technique video where you don't need anything. You can just use the stuff that you have and make something. But, if you're somebody who makes stuff, it is worth it to invest in that. At least to some degree, whatever you can do so responsibly. It doesn't mean you need to start with the best of everything. But, if your camera keeps tipping over because your tripod's busted, like spend the money, get yourself a good tripod that'll last forever. And, it'll be one little thing that kind of helps. But I love gear. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. Out of the box. Thank you so much. You're welcome again. Check him out if you haven't already. That's my mic mixer. I mean, it's
a go-to.
They're made for each other, like us. We're the pod mic and Rodecaster of the internet, I guess. I don't know. Hello again. Michael Kane.
Tom, that blue magenta backdrop is pure eye candy. Greetings from Ireland. Love those really accessible tech reviews.
Thanks so much. I'm glad that you said accessible because that's kind of the goal. Blue, if you didn't know, is my favorite color. And so
you guys, I know everyone here knows this, but Tom is a digital media teacher for high school students. And I really think that experience just allows you to be able to create accessible tech reviews naturally. Like, you don't even have to think about it because this is literally your profession.
Yeah, it's just breaking things down.
Yeah,
for
you
people
speak it. You have to speak it in a way that's so clear to
and
high school students. Yeah.
A high school kid can zone out and daydream. I think it's every 11 minutes. Basically, they can't focus on one thing for more than 11 minutes.
So you've had to, try to keep their
yeah.
high school students' attention for this long, and I think that's a huge advantage as a YouTube content creator.
Yeah, well, and because YouTube, you just click away when you get bored. So
Yeah.
trying to make stuff accessible and interesting so people want to watch the whole thing is important. I have a friend who teaches middle school, which I wouldn't do. She teaches kind of media stuff that I do, but at a middle school. And like 3 years ago, she started doing stand-up comedy, which normally, if you know stand-up comedians, they spend like a year working on an hour-long set or 2 years or whatever till they have their jokes perfect. And this like local club or whatever was totally taking advantage of her and making her do a new 45-minute set every single week. And she didn't know enough to say otherwise. So she was coming up with 45 minutes of new material every single week, but not really thinking twice about it. And then finally, like when she said something, she was like, well, I was a middle school teacher. Like, I'm used to keeping people's attention who are like a little crazy and a little rowdy. And like, it's what I've been trained to do. So yeah, teaching helps YouTube. YouTube helps teaching. Circle of life, content creation. Neil Abbott, love that you're a teacher and still have this creative outlet. So inspiring and helpful. Yeah, that no matter what your job is,
I think that's so cool. Like, if my teachers did the thing that they taught outside of the classroom, it's like, how cool is that?
I think that's really important. You have to be active, like participant in your field. I mean, it's harder if you're a math teacher. Like, you can't just discover new formulas or whatever, but you can do stuff related to what you do. Like, if you look at someone like Mark Rober, who does all these like engineering based videos and stuff, you can take those skills and apply them. Doesn't mean you have to have a YouTube channel, but like I have friends who are English teachers and write constantly and try to get published and work on books. And it's like, cool. My English teacher is a working author also. I think that's key. And then also just having a creative outlet from your job, because I love my job, but I also love that like this channel is mine and I can do whatever I want on it. Not that I do anything crazy, but
you are the boss.
I'm the boss.
Yes.
Yeah. The algorithm is the boss. Look who it is.
Amir.
Congrats on 20K. Thank you so much.
This is another channel that you guys should check out, guys.
Yes, Amir. He is a lawyer on YouTube. So basically all of those stereotypes, the best way I've heard Amir explain it is when people are kids, their parents always want them to grow up to be lawyers. And then when people grow up, they hate lawyers.
Yeah.
So what happens? And he's a lawyer who kind of lets you know that, hey, lawyers can be also good people and have lots of important information and useful advice. So he kind of dishes out a little bit of legal info and life advice on his channel and
business advice.
Yeah, and creates really good stuff that I haven't seen similar content as. So if you want something kind of interesting and helpful,
check it out.
Check out Afsar Law Group on YouTube. Thanks again, Lyle. Congrats on all the things. Let's see. Hi. Congratulations. Thank you. Paul here. Paul's on like every video. I work at a school too. Actually do IT. I've been taking over the media production labs and I'm done with everything. And I need to do for the summer. I've been trying to finish a video.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
That's always so fun.
Yeah. That's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
For sure. That's what Heather pushed me. So if you like go dig down in my channel and find the 30-day upload challenge playlist. So
just go to Tom's channel and sort by oldest. Some gold there, guys. There's some real gold there.
That's what we can call it. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much started the channel with 30 videos in 30 days, which was wacky. It was right at the end of summer too. So literally the first day was the last day of summer, which is a very busy time for a teacher, like first day of school. I don't know. I think we had just met and I wanted to impress you. So I was like, I'm going to do a video every day and I have to stick through it.
Dude, you guys, I was like notification squad, like dropped everything as soon as I got the
subscriber
notification.
number 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just so much fun. And then like, I don't know, sometimes people make videos and they put a lot of pressure on themselves.
Yeah, and having the daily deadline takes that away.
It
'Cause it's
takes
like
away the pressure.
the pressure is more of like, what can you create? Like,
Exactly.
what can you create? There's no perfection. It's just like you have to create something in 30 days and you'll just see what happens.
It's kind of cool waking up in the morning knowing you'll have something by the end of the day, but having no idea what it's going to be. So it's pretty fun. Yes.
You don't know if I'm human.
I assume the answer is yes, but if not, welcome.
Yeah.
Digital Slang, congratulations, love the content. Thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that. Man, oh my God.
Yeah, you need to hurry.
Okay, well,
let's blast through. Go. You're 10 minutes behind.
But oh God, do you remember your channel called?
Hi, my name is Tom. It was good times, and we should vlog your behind the scenes over there.
You
wanna see his behind the scenes? Just go to my channel.
That's kind of it. I was last summer playing around with starting a vloggy channel just for funsies. But if I'm going to spend the time editing, I just want it to be for this channel. It's kind of what happened.
I've already made the mental note of like giving Tom the camera and having him record, having him vlog more on that channel. So
one of my favorite things to do is if we do something, I have my camera and I can do my little vlog daily stuff that I would never do anything with, and I can just give you the footage.
Yes,
it's the best. You should have a giveaway for some. Oh, God. I ain't Potato Jet, Although, to be fair, I do have the Mavic Mini that I won from Potato Jet in the comment section, so those things are real. I didn't even know that was a giveaway. I just left a comment and they sent me an email. And they're like, "Congratulations, you have a drone." I was like, "What? What for?" But it's great. Fabricio Matos, your tips about light and the Rodecaster Pro made me subscribe to your channel. Unfortunately, where I live, we don't have the Rodecaster. I know. Plus, everything's out of stock right now, which is a real bummer. I would recommend, if you can't get the Rodecaster, it's not 100% the same thing, but looking into the Zoom H6, it's less expensive. It's not the same mixer. It's more of a portable 4-channel recorder, but it's great. And tons of pro podcasts use that as their main recorder.
There you
go. It's probably more widely available.
An alternative.
I know, read this. Right?
Ditto.
Read my mind. I hope that doesn't say something terrible because uh-oh. Definitely deserves 100K ASAP.
I agree.
By midnight. Martin, here, bro. Thanks, bro. Makeem Hashmi hit 100K almost certain of it. Inspired me. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yay. Oh, what a cool profile pic.
I like it. So go check out Makeem's channel ASAP. Because clearly he's got good taste, and clearly if you're watching this, you've got good taste. So again, much like the pod mic and the Rodecaster, it's a match made in heaven. I would agree. Road to 100K, it will happen. I mean, it'd be wonderful.
I mean, you're on the road.
I know, but I look at my numbers way too much, but I don't want to be.
I know. I mean, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't. It doesn't change anything. It's not like oh, because you're gonna shoot for 100K, you're gonna do things differently. You're still gonna be.
But I don't want that to be like
the goal.
I think we've all known people who've started some kind of thing, social media account, YouTube channel, and it's just about numbers. They don't care about the content or.
But I think it's very clear
to your viewers that it's videos
not.
In.
It's not clear. About you are clearly passionate about what you do.
Annalise, congrats, man. I love your videos. You do great work. Thank you so much. Finding out how supportive and wonderful the community around this channel is has been amazing. Tech is so fun. I agree, 100%. Truth, facts. You hit 5,000 today.
Martin
you are
Manchego.
Congratulations. That's huge. Check Martin out. 5,000 other people agree. God, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Hitting 100 felt like impossible.
That was a hard one.
Oh God, 5,000 is like a ridiculous number. I love gear. I could talk about gear all day long. Yes. Yeah. I've been trying Final Cut tutorials because I say the same way, and it's cool because Final Cut's like Photoshop, where everybody uses it, or a lot of people use it, but everybody uses it a little bit differently. And so I'm sure, like Paul, if I watch you do a project, I would learn something the way you do your workflow. If you watch me, you'd probably go, I didn't know you could do that. And that's awesome. So hopefully you get some good feedback on that. Sabaruddin Hashim, what's working for you is that you have an authentic aura and presence on screen. And of course, I know stuff. It's effortless for you almost. You make good gear reviews too, so that helps. Thank you.
There's feedback.
I like
authentic aura and presence on screen.
This flatter and put this all in my media kit. But I mean, so I don't want to. It's my channel. Do what I want.
Yeah.
I want to go through comments, and we're using Heather let me use her StreamYard account, which is great. That's how we can pop them up on screen, which is like super fun. But I do want to say, figuring out what to make a channel about, I wanted to do a gear channel because that's what I love, but I thought the niche was too saturated. And so I was like, I gotta do something else. I was making a bunch of videos, and that's where the 3D printing came in because I was learning about 3D printing. Those videos did really well. I definitely could have grown, not because I'm exceptional, but just because there's such a lively community around 3D printing that I could have grown a decent 3D printing channel. But I knew pretty early on, I just didn't want to make only 3D printing videos, and I kind of exhausted all my knowledge about that. And so even though it would have grown the channel, it wouldn't have been sustainable for me. And it took way longer than I would have liked it to for me to just realize gear and stuff is literally, it's my whole life, like the thing I've been obsessed with and like. So I know there's other people that talk about it, but like, I promise you, I've been doing this and into camera gear since what, 1990, like since I was pre-kindergarten and like picking up cameras around the house. So I just kind of leaned into the thing that I was most excited about, and that's why you can just kind of keep doing it and not getting tired of it. So I strongly recommend that you do that, even if you think it's saturated, because your voice is going to be a little bit different than everybody else's voice, and you're going to bring a different perspective to it. So there's totally room for everybody. James, but you're really good at getting us to yeah, I know. So there's a great podcast here you should check out, recorded with the Rodecaster Pro. So it sounds good. It's produced really, really well. They also just moved to our area part-time
cool.
a little bit.
Awesome.
So we're semi-neighbors now.
We should meet up.
I thought you said beer. I don't remember what that's in reference to, but I don't really drink. And like the other,
I'm down.
Yesterday, I had an urge. We have, from our wedding reception, we have like a hard cider in the fridge. And yesterday I was like, I think I want to drink this hard cider.
Yeah, and I was like, have it on your live stream.
Like,
and he was like,
stream, and I was like, I don't drink, and like, let alone like my channel's not about like, yeah, dude, let's drink and rage.
Celebratory. I rage off of hard cider.
I am a lightweight.
One hard cider, babe.
Dude, I had 7,000 at Christmas. Channel was hacked and stolen. I almost quit.
Oh
my
no,
God. That is an absolute nightmare.
3,500 subs in 5 months. That's nuts.
I know. I mean, that proves, I guess that's proof of concept.
Yeah.
That clearly you'd have something that people show up for, but that sucks. It was Swoop, who had a channel that had like
six-figure subscribers,
and just YouTube had a glitch and it got deleted and she had to start over from zero. It's like, can't they go in? Like, they can't go in and fix that somehow? Come on, like, really? I don't know. Vodka sippy cup.
Yeah, where is it, yo?
Your hoodie is producing Mori on my small. Oh,
what's Mori?
It's like lines that go crazy. It could also be. This is my first time using StreamYard. The EOS R is at 1080. The stream is at 720 because for whatever reason that was the highest setting I could use. Could be a weird compression issue there.
Mori. It's
like, when you see like really thin lines or patterns like this, and it kind of like it moves on camera and like zigzags a little bit. Yeah, it could be annoying. I didn't think this had anyway. Thanks for letting me know. I can't change it right now.
Just take your shirt off. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Different channel.
Hey Tim, your background got me subscribing. Well, thanks. I don't know if it's just because it looks good or because all the Aquabats posters, but either way, I'll take it. I think that I love it when people just have backgrounds that are authentic to them in their channels, and I like that you can just be in the room where I hang out and do stuff when I make my videos. Congrats on 20. It's so weird to see that number right now because it looks like a giant number, but thank you so much.
Yeah, he showed me his iPad before we were going to bed. It was at 19,999.
I know.
I was like, oh,
like the millennium, but different.
Hi, Tom.
Background got me subscribing. I love your content. I've watched every single one of my videos.
Oh, cool.
Videos are thoroughly explained, honest, and enjoyable. You need like a medal or an award for that. Watching all the way from Ghana. Keep going, cool. And congrats.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so cool.
Like, I'm in the California desert. You're in a different continent, and we can just like connect about stuff that we're interested in. The magic of the internet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Dunya Maji, good morning. Good morning from our good evening. That's so crazy.
No.
James and Mark. Oh, they disappeared. I cannot believe how many comments there. James and Mark, our good buddies.
Woo, 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 woo.
YouTube inspirations. Well on the road to 20K also, so go check them out. If you're hungry, it's a great channel to visit because
Yes.
it's all food.
And if you're not hungry, go check out their
'Cause then
channel
you'll be
and you will be
hungry.
hungry.
Yeah. And you'll learn a
I
lot
still
about
want a
cooking,
deep
too.
dish pizza from that one
Oh,
stream
yeah.
that they did. Did we eat dinner already? Oh, we did.
Yeah, we didn't eat a deep dish pizza though. I want to ask you if it's a good idea for me to go live because it's your first of all, happy birthday. Congratulations. Yeah. That's amazing. That's a bigger deal than me getting 20,000. You only get one birthday. So that's a great question. I don't know. I haven't gone live in over a year. And it's cool to get all these comments, but I used to go live. I don't know what, like 100, whenever you can. I think you have 100 subscribers, you can go live, or even less. And I didn't, if no one's there, just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah, and I haven't gone live in a while because I don't know how to approach it, and there's all those like rumors about it can hurt your channel, and if the channel's growing, I don't want to do anything to hurt it. But I thought this would be really cool. I want to be able to like engage more with everyone, not have it be a one-sided conversation or just typing out comments. And I try to respond to comments as much as possible. So.
Oh my gosh. He's always responding to comments. There's so many, which is cool. Keep leaving them, but he reads every single one. I hope you guys know.
I only get
and there's a lot.
Of them. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to go live, you should go live.
Yeah,
it's your channel, do what you want, and you have over 1,000 subscribers anyway, so you're gonna get some engagement and some feedback and stuff. So, you like a legit channel. I'm a coder by day, creator by night. I only enjoy creating. Oh, well, at least the creative part is there to get the outlet, and the coding hopefully funds the creativity. That's kind of that's important. Starting YouTube last year to a 30-day challenge from Scott McKenna. Trying to finish today to batch up for the rest of the year. To keep your sanity. Yeah, batch recording is really helpful. I found personally though, if I get too far ahead, it becomes difficult because
he loses track of what he's
Well, you can kind of lose track. You can also like relevancy of things change.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when you make a video, you want people to see it. And then sometimes I'll switch up a technique or something. And I'm like, cool, no one's going to know about this for like a month. So yeah. Brandy says the Zoom H5 is great. Yes, that's a great not inexpensive, but more affordable portable recorder. It's 2 channels instead of 4. So the H6 can do 4 mics. The H5 can do 2, both of which are amazing. So you can't go wrong either way. Frank and Malcolm, congrats. Glad I was able to get as the original 20K.
Aww,
don't forget.
That's so cute.
I am really happy you're here as the original 20K. You should have sweaters or something.
The original, yeah, the OG 20K.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And I've talked to people, you know, and we have friends who have much larger channels than either of us do. And it is crazy because you think like, oh my gosh, this person has like hundreds of thousands or whatever. They're not going to pay attention. And it's literally, it's kind of just the same for everyone.
Yeah,
I read the comments, I see the stuff, I struggle with the same thing. So
yeah.
The numbers have nothing to do with forgetting or not forgetting. Peace be upon you. Thank you for translating. I'm glad that it was appropriate because I ain't got no moderator up in here. Wallace Robinson just found a channel. Oh, good. I am happy you subscribed too. Hopefully there's some good stuff already here for you and good stuff on the way as well. I've been trying lately to mix it up between like doing a audio podcast related video and then like a video production related video and then audio and video, because the two end up coming together in really effective ways. Julian Bryant, congratulations. Like others, I got my Rodecaster from your reviews. Curious about today's streaming setup. OBS, StreamYard, what's pushing comments? Cool.
StreamYard.
Yeah, it's StreamYard. I'm using Heather's account. I really like it. It's literally the first time using it. It took me 5 minutes to set up. I've got the cam link with the EOS R, the Rodecaster for audio, because I'd feel like a fraud if I didn't use the Rodecaster for my live stream. And then StreamYard pushing out comments. So they're just up here and then I can just click on them. I think there's other fun stuff I can do, but I haven't gotten into all that yet. Oh, you know what I did? I was playing around and I can do this. I can go whoop, and I can put up a little thing in the corner. There we go. So yeah, StreamYard, which is super cool. I was using OBS a lot before, which is one of the reasons I kind of stopped live streaming just because it's like
wonky.
I love what OBS brings to the table for free. There's so much you can do with it, but it can also just kind of be a headache when you want to
Oh,
get
such
going.
a pain.
Jason says, love the Zoom H6, use an audio interface. Yes, huge benefit of all these recorders is you can use them as audio interfaces for mixers, instruments, amps, all that kind of stuff. Wallace says, congrats. Thank you again. Roberto, video tutorials on any subject are great, even math. I mean,
Truth.
YouTube is like the best university in the world to just learn anything about anything. So yeah, I agree. And again, everybody teaches stuff in a different way. So I lost it.
Okay.
So I think that YouTube tutorials on anything. And I've watched tutorials on stuff that I am not going to do, but I just watched a tutorial.
Yeah, like your modeling.
Oh yeah, Luke Towan. If you want to watch scale modeling, like I scale water towers over there. But he does these scale modeling tutorials, and it's like, I know I'm not going to do anything to this level, but I'm going to watch all 45 minutes of this. I don't know. I didn't want to ignore you. I've been blasting through comments, and I didn't want to ignore you.
Oh, I'm fine.
Joaquin, thanks, man. Absolutely love your podcast. Whew. Started my podcast too some days ago. Blue Snowball, so the sound's not that good. I mean, the Snowball is a really capable mic, and the more important thing is that you started your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
My only regret when it comes to YouTube is I didn't start sooner, because it was literally back in like 2012, 2013. I was watching like gear review people like Dave Dugdale and Film Riot, and I was like, it's so cool these people have channels. I wish I could have a channel.
Oh, guess what? You can.
Yeah, it's free. And I don't know, it took like 6 years before I clicked the button. So I'm glad that you got started. That's the most important thing. Lamont Solomon, I found a channel after I purchased the Rodecaster in May. I had no clue about how to start a podcast or the best mics to use. Your channel definitely helped my decision process.
Woo woo.
The cool thing about that is I'm not an expert in that stuff either. So if you feel like you're here and you're learning a lot, I'm probably like,
so is he. Yeah.
So it's like, I learned this thing and I'll tell you, and then you learn it. But I think that's kind of the fun, is like going through it and figuring it out together. Because it's one thing to have just a total expert tell you stuff, but it's another to kind of like have someone who's going through what you're going through also be there with you. Do you, boo boo? That's right.
Woo woo.
Dan, yes. Dan, in addition to Heather, are the reasons that I'm doing a live stream today. If you haven't checked out Dan, he's also a teacher, has a YouTube channel, and his YouTube channel is all about beards. Which sounds like, how could that be? Go check it out. He's over 25,000 subscribers and a super vibrant community. And the cool thing is, you take this like shared interest, something beards and beard culture, and you can turn it into this wildly positive motivational thing. And
that's cool.
He sent me a link to his most recent live stream yesterday, and I was watching, and it was just like how good I felt after watching that, and just,
Aww.
you know, everyone kind of coming together and the positivity. And it's just, I was like, that is cool. And you can kind of do that through a pre-recorded video, but
it's different.
And you used to go live. I mean, yeah, when we met and Heather was living in Long Beach and I was living in the Coachella Valley, which is about 2 hours away from each other, we did, you know, she had me on her channel for live streams that would go for like 2 or 3 hours or whatever, but you streamed like constantly.
I did.
Yeah, and you had this.
Well, we started this week our new live stream show on my vlog channel called The Couples Table, where it's just Tom and I hanging out. So join us. We haven't picked a day of the week that we're doing it, but we're going at least once a week.
We're going when we want to go because we just want to enjoy it.
I think the next time we're going to go is June 18th because that's our 1 month anniversary.
1 month wedding.
So yeah, if you want to join us next Thursday, tune in.
Gracias. Thank you so much. Dan said, congrats to both of you on the recent marriage. Congrats on the end of the school year. Congrats on 20K. Thank you. Congrats on your channel. Congrats on the end of the school year. I think Dan and I teach in the same county, actually.
Oh, shut up. That's cool.
Yeah. Jason, that's the thing that's weird. I thought maybe you had like the cheap account or something, but even the more expensive one doesn't say. I don't mind because our internet's not the fastest, so I think we're going to get the best results at 720. But it'd be real nice to do 1080. It by default, it was like 480. I was like, what is this?
How he was 90s? Like so offended by that.
Jill saying, 90s. Oh yeah, there we go. It's just commiserating because anyone who has a channel or creates something can feel the pain of having it just disappear. StreamYard's working to get 1080 and adding a slow chat feature. I don't know what's slow chat. It's where you have to like type really slow. one letter at a time. Annalise, what's your favorite
Oh,
video?
that's a great question.
Ooh.
Thanks for the question.
It's true. I've never
Favorite video ever that you've made?
I really love my water tower video just because it's goofy and different, but
I
like
know which
really well
one I would
done.
say.
I love my Iceland photography video because I got to go to Iceland. I mean, I just planned a trip and then filmed video on the way, but those are really fun. I try to learn something new in every video. So every video I make, I try to have an idea, at least one thing that's new that I haven't done before, that I don't know how to do before. So that makes every video fun, aside from the fact like,
Right, because it's a discovery.
Yeah.
The process of discovery.
and I want to make the videos anyway. So I've never made a video I hated. Thank God. But those are the ones that stand out to me when you say like, what's your favorite, is like the Iceland one really stands out to me. But I do love tutorials because I know that someone can walk away having gotten something concrete out of it. What's your favorite of my videos?
The Switzerland one.
Oh yeah, because you're in it. Oh, and you know what? Wait, I'm trying to think of my content schedule. I think it's soon. Next Thursday, a video that features that comes out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was really fun. So I went to Iceland. You had to stay home, and then we met back up in Switzerland a couple years ago.
Okay, so here's a tip, guys, from the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what you're going to say right now.
Are you going to talk about going to Zermatt, Switzerland?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all, actually. But don't lose that thought. Okay, so here's a tip from the behind the scenes of Tom's channel, because I see him do all the production stuff. For a lot of his videos, he learns a new technique, or he gets a new piece of gear that makes him like extra excited to make the video. So, for example, he has one video where we're big fans of anime, and I don't know, there's something in the anime that like a visual technique that he actually replicated in a video about his MacBook, which is crazy because anime is animated. It's a totally different like medium, but he still was able to translate that and added in like classical music, which he would never, ever think to use. But because it was so done, it was so nicely stylized, he did it. And he was so excited about that video. Same when he got this monitor and he added
the backgrounds,
like the colored backgrounds, which I'm sure you guys have seen, like in his Canon EOS SAR video or whatever.
Oh, you're really demonstrating your knowledge of my vids.
I watch every single one, okay? But like every time he does something new, like he tries to do something new. So yes, he's excited about teaching you guys something. But if you're trying to start a YouTube channel and you're trying to figure out like, oh, this is saturated. I really don't think it should be about whether a niche is saturated, because I think everything is saturated at this point. But if you can be that excited about something that you can't wait to pick up your camera, like you want to prioritize that and be as dedicated as he is, I really think that you will be on the road to 20K, 100K. It'll just be very natural because your enthusiasm translates through the videos to the viewers.
Got to project that enthusiasm.
So there's a tip.
That
like,
was a knowledge bomb.
He really tries to like, keep things like engaging for him. So it's not just like, okay, what do I have to teach today? What's a piece of gear I'm using? He still tries to level up his own videos every time. So there you go.
Wow. Thank you. That made me feel so special to hear that. So there's a great answer.
Anyway, what about Zermatt?
Oh, I was going to say, because you said pro tip from behind the scenes, Zermatt, Switzerland, super underrated travel destination when travel is something that is safe to do again. You fly into Geneva.
Go see the Matterhorn like in real life.
The only way to get there is through a 4-hour train ride through the Swiss Alps. It's amazing. There's no cars, only little electric vehicles. Cool. And it's not crowded at all.
It's very expensive, but worth it.
Yeah, I mean, we saved up for like a year.
We went to McDonald's and it was like $30.
Oh, but we had to go to Keith says, I have no idea who you guys are, but your Roadcaster Pro videos are great. You seem fun.
Yay!
That's all we need. Thanks, Keith. You seem fun as well. Can't believe it's 20. Happy for you. Heather, you guys need a talk show chemistry.
We have a talk show. It's called the Couples Table. The Tupples Cable.
It's called the Tupples Cable.
It's called the Couples Table.
On TubeYube.
Because when we got married, we live streamed our wedding, which you could totally see us get married on my channel. We did our wedding reception, and then I don't know, the idea came up of the couples table, at a wedding reception. They usually sit like in the front or in the middle or whatever. And we're like, oh, that's a great name for a podcast. So now it's a live stream show weekly.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Heather used to stream on her own all the time. And then
it was called Heather's Happy Hour.
It was just her for like a year or something you did it. And then like slowly I was like popping in.
Then we started dating. It was like in everything.
And so we just sort of like switched that up. We'll collab with you someday. Just need to go.
Aww.
There's no like size restriction. It's just about like ideas.
Tom is not. Yeah, he's not. There's no like prerequisite in terms of numbers, but you do have to have something where both
you
people
have to pay me $10,000.
No, we're both creators have something to contribute. Like there's something.
There has to be a purpose behind it.
Yeah.
You never want to see those like collabs where it's just someone like
it's
just people trying to get each other.
Yeah, like promote me and all that.
What do you see? Like Gerald and Dunn? No, was it Gerald? Yeah, he did a really cool one recently about like studio setups and studio tips where it was like, it's quarantine edition. And so like he brought in like, someone who specializes in lighting to talk about how they do their lighting, someone who specializes in audio, talk about audio. It was a really cool thing. I learned a ton from it. It was like a great way to do
collaboration
from a distance as well. Rah. Hello, happy snappers. Kevin from Australia. Hey.
Hello.
I like Australia because that's where all the road stuff comes from. DSLR Dave, congrats, Tom. Just received the Deity mic to play with this weekend.
Whoa.
Congrats. I have been very curious about Deity mics, and they've liked some of my Twitter posts, but I don't have a Deity mic.
I think Tom has such a great voice for doing all this audio testing.
Wait a minute. I just got like
one
of my first super chats ever.
He's so excited.
I was like, what is this green
100% saw this whole thing happen. He's never gotten a super chat. Eddie Green's 101. You have made this man's day.
I was on Eddie's podcast.
Oh, very cool. That's awesome.
I had quarantine time. I don't know, maybe like 2 months ago, I think by now. Love the vids.
That's
cute.
I
love having you on the podcast. Need to get you. It was so much fun. We talked for a long time, and he is awesome guests and conversations on his podcast.
I think I remember that when he like came out of the room just like so thrilled. He had such a good time. So
that kind of happens every time on a podcast. So thank you so much.
Yay.
Appreciate it.
I
know. I'm learning.
You gotta go faster, babe.
I'm trying my best. There we go. Interesting left. I have the gear, but still haven't launched anything. That's where I was for a really long time. Just gotta do the thing.
Just go.
Just jump in both feet and go for it. He does respond to all comments for sure. I really try. If someone's gonna take their time and give feedback on something I made, he makes it a priority to read every single comment and respond to every comment. I don't see why you wouldn't. I mean, there's some where it's just like cool vid where I'm like, okay, thumbs up. You know, I don't need to write a whole comment about that. But if somebody's like sharing a thought or whatever, some insight, I think that's respectful to. Plus, it's fun. Like,
I mean, he wants to talk to you guys. That's the whole point. Yeah,
that's why we're doing this right now.
That's the whole point.
Sheila said, "Thank you. You're welcome." Woo. S. Cameron, I'm from Houston. I love your video, especially the Rodecaster Pro. You did the special. Oh,
I know.
Firmware updates. They're very transparent with your content. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I try to be transparent.
If you have video ideas, leave them in the comments.
Oh yeah, or just email me or tweet at me or MySpace me or whatever. And because I want to make videos I'm interested in all this stuff. So I'm gonna like it, whatever. If there's something specific that's interesting, send it.
I try, guys. I really try to pitch.
She's giving me a ton of great ideas.
Okay, so
a room tour.
Yeah, studio tour. That was me.
And you filmed it.
And I did.
Andrew Baker, let's go, Tom. Let's go. Princess Cut Lawn Care. Hey, buddy, you're very warm and inviting on camera. How can a more friendly vibe on camera?
Okay. Well, I will say that I think most people don't start with a friendly vibe. Talking to an inanimate object like it's your best friend is a totally awkward thing that does not come naturally to most people, including Tom. I think you had the advantage of having done video, but you were always behind the camera, not in front. So I'm totally answering your question for you. But I really do I do think that the 30-day upload challenge helped you kind of find that friendly vibe.
The answer is practice. And really key thing too is like be yourself, which, the cheesiest, most cliched thing in the world. But if you're kind of a low key person and you're trying to be like crazy YouTube wacky guy, not only is that going to be exhausting for you, but people are going to see right through it. So if you're kind of low key and laid back, just be low key and laid back, because there's people who are going to love that. If you're super high energy, be that. Like it took me, you know, like if you've noticed in the last few months, I've tried to throw in a lot more really dumb jokes into my videos, because that's what I do in my whole life. And for some reason I was like, people are only here for the content. Like I need to just give them the thing they came here for. I was like, no, like that is a huge part of me, and I want to.
He
share
does
that with
a joke
people.
of the day in his classroom. So literally, like this is something that he does all the time. And it was only until recently that you started incorporating it into your videos.
It was really earlier this year when the world started going crazy that I was like, maybe people could laugh a little more.
So it's an ongoing process, is my point.
And it's practice, because it's real uncomfortable. Still feels weird to just stare at this camera. We put hundreds of hours into it, and it's still like just this black lens you're looking at.
Yeah,
not like
you guys, we can't see who you guys are. Yeah.
Occam's razor took Aperture 101 yesterday. Yes, thank you so much. I think we were talking about catch lighting, which is something I've tried to incorporate into my videos, but I kind of have a little catch light going on right here. It's a little like sparkle that shows up in your eye. But it's the thing you do intentionally to like make eyes pop. It's tough.
This is all. So you know who doesn't really care about tech and gear? Whoop, whoop, sorry. I love how much you love it though. That gives me life.
But it's cool.
I really just, you know, all these like, okay, so here's an idea for one of my vlogs I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through Tom's closet and just like try to figure out what all this crap. It's not crap, but all this stuff. There's thousands of dollars worth of gear in there, and I have no idea what any of it is. And I'm gonna try to like go in there and figure it out. But you know, he says all these numbers with like the lens, like 13 to 75 and blah blah, and I have no idea what any of it means. Sorry, I'm like everyone on this channel hates me now because they all know what you guys are.
That's not true at all, because the flip side is like you're the perfect example of someone who uses the gear they need to use to do what they need to do. Which is where I think most people who want to create stuff are at. Like I want to use gear. Let me learn everything about photography and videography before I can just make the tutorial I want to make. So like, you know, your studio camera is an M50, which is an amazing camera. You've got a really you have a cool looking studio where you can go in and kind of like push a couple buttons and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
And then
I can't be bothered with any of this stuff.
Your vlogging camera is a point and shoot, which like every time I see the footage from the little like Canon S110, which is like an old outdated point and shoot, it looks so good, and I'm like, what? Part of me is like, why am I like?
No, but I mean,
but
there's a reason why you have 20,000 subscribers. I mean,
thank you.
It looks good.
Audemars, congrats. 760. I'm guessing you're a local person. Congrats on 20K. Thank you so much,
Tom.
Thank you again.
Yes.
By my $5 foot long. I don't think they make those anymore. Still weighing in on the Canon Mark III. The 5D Mark III?
5D Mark
We have those at work. Amazing cameras, just no autofocus for video.
Great.
So 20K. Thanks, Philip. Appreciate it. Glad that you're here. Eric! Yay!
Woo, woo, woo.
Go check out Eric, especially for someone who has a YouTube channel.
Definitely.
There are tons of YouTube coaches in the world. Not a single one of them has Eric's perspective or insight. If you want to like learn how to grow your channel authentically while also like still enjoying what you're doing, Eric's the guy to like check out some of his videos. If you want authenticity,
Eric.
There you go.
Yes.
Paul DSLR Dave, D83 Pro, so good. I've heard nothing but good things about D80 mics. Love your sort of the Rodecaster Pro. Rode. I mean, to be fair, Rode did send me a nice little accessory pack the other day, which is cool. And they included me in their promo video for the new firmware update. They're like the nicest people.
You guys should go watch that video and comment that you know that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the enthusiasm project. Yeah. Go tell them.
Mitch says, congrats. Thank you, sir. My stuttering life. Hello from Houston. Hello from California.
Hello.
I'm going to guess you have a channel based on the screen name, and I would bet that it's interesting.
We'll check it out.
I would bet that it's interesting. DSLR Dave, yeah, I can't wait for my first test tomorrow morning. See, everyone's testing gear, like making stuff. Bought the Aperture yesterday. Thanks for the video. You're welcome. That's the little MC. Oh, it's over there on the thing. It's such a cool light. You saw the video, but yeah, it's freaking good. Dan, cannot thank you enough for the kind words. You truly are an inspiration. Well, it's definitely.
He talks about you. Like we just talked about him today.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
had told Heather right before, I was like, I really want to have like a good YouTube conversation with somebody. Which I mean, we talk about it all the time, but like getting outside perspectives and voices, like we know how we feel about everything. And then like Dan like sent me a thing on Instagram and we went into it for a while.
Yay.
I learned a great deal from you. Good. I'm glad. Like that's teaching is one of my favorite things. Cool. This was my only complaint with StreamYard was lack of 1080.
It's coming.
The fact also how
Tom?
easy it was for me to log in and all your stuff was there, and literally I just had to add a new thing and I can have
it's the
without
best.
erasing your stuff, I can create a whole separate thing.
It's so cool. Go check it out. StreamYard.
Not sponsored. Jim says love the the wolf chasing me video.
Oh my gosh. Like I wish you had left the camera on.
Like
wait, in Nashville?
Yes. So I wanted real quick just because YouTube courtesy. I noticed I got another super chat.
Yay!
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. $4.99. Feeling fine. I love that. The wolf chasing video is one of the vlogs. I had to go to Nashville for a work thing a couple years ago, and it was like the perfect schedule where the conference we had took up like only part of the day, and we were there for like 5 or 6 days, and there was
had time.
Tons of free time. And so I made a video every day that I was there, which was so fun. I felt legit like editing on the plane and stuff. And I was just doing like vlog style stuff. I did a couple little tutorials, but one of them, like I was sort of just wandering through this like wilderness trip. No, that's not true.
It was, what's his name?
I was on, I think it was Andrew Jackson's like slave farm, which was crazy. You're in this place and you go and see like,
it's like a historical site.
Oh man. And it's, I clicked on Eddie's thing. Thank you. And I went through and you're kind of like touched by everything everyone has to deal with. And I was kind of going through, and then I just found myself, it got real quiet and I was like, I'm just kind of alone in the woods in Tennessee with my little like Sony camera. And then there was like this, I was here off in the distance, there was a hill and I just heard, and there were these 2 straight up wolves that just jumped down and then they went and like split, which is a thing that I have since learned wolves do when they're going to attack something. And then I just remember like, I think I had just put my camera away when it happened.
And you ran.
I mean, literally like I was running, like adrenaline, sweat, like is a thing going to jump out and just
and then he called me and he was like, I just got chased by wolves.
And I remember
like,
the thing, I don't know if I'm proud or ashamed of this, but as I was running, part was like, could I reach back and like get the camera? And then I ran back, and it's crazy because it was not crowded that day. There were nobody was there at this plantation. So I came into like finally open field. The wolves didn't follow. I don't know. There was like a little stream, and I don't think they could cross the stream. Like I had been on the other side of it.
He lived to tell the tale.
Super scary though. And then I went and bought cookies at the mall. It's all in a ridiculous vlog.
This is all in a vlog. Go check it out.
Most of my vlogs are not that exciting.
They're the best. Are you kidding?
They're really
so good.
I like the video where I say, I'm Tom. This is easy. So
wait, isn't that every video?
Sort of is now, unless I think he's being goofy. Like that's the one that, like that's every video.
Hi, I'm Tom. This is the Enthusiasm
My name's
Project.
Tom. This is the Enthusiasm Project. So yes, just to address that, I did that a long time ago. I used to start my videos that way. Just because some people start their videos with the tagline, some people start their videos with a little like intro thing. And I was like, I'm going to do this. And then it was that thing of like, people don't want to hear 5 seconds of me introducing myself, cut it, get straight to the content. The problem was a couple months ago, Peter Lindgren, who has an amazing, huge YouTube channel, did this whole thing where he like included me in one of his videos. And we had talked on Instagram a few times at the time. And he was like looking through that video and he was like, oh yeah, Enthusiasm Project. So great. I think his name's Tom. And I was like, okay, if we have like had conversations, you're featuring me in a thing and you're not 100% sure on what my name is, that's not good. And then later that week, Peter Gregg, a different Peter in Florida, who does lots of live streams. I popped in his live stream and he was like, oh, hey, I just saw a video of yours and like put my whole channel up. And it was this amazing little nice thing that he did. And he was like, what's your name? I was like, this is a problem. So I have since made sure at the start of the videos to put my name here just so people know what to call me.
This is the Enthusiasm Project.
And then just saying that because I don't know. It's a good transition. You do my little cold open. Like when it comes to producing videos, lighting is key. And today we're going to find a good light that is delightful. My name's Tom. This is the Untitled Project, and today we're diving into the Aperture MC. Love the play. Yes. I mean,
oh my god, it's his favorite thing.
I drew-
guys. Like literally there's this one time where he did a pun all in like just wrote one after the other on all of the names of our villagers in Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, she was like screaming at me at the end of it.
I know, I was like, stop, because it's like crazy how fast he does it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a problem. I wish my wife was this passionate about and trust me, like there's a reason why she is my wife now.
Aww.
Because when I found somebody who not only encouraged me to do the stuff that I love to do, but like was excited by it and thought it was cool, it's an amazing thing. So
I've always believed that Tom should have a YouTube channel. I feel like the world is a better place with his content, and I'm so glad that so many of you guys agree.
But it's not even YouTube. You're just supportive in general. Like even when it's like a Saturday and I'm exhausted, you're like,
well, that's because I love you.
And like I'll be like watching YouTube on my iPad on the couch, and I'll feel guilty because I'm not like working or doing something. And she's like, I love that you're just relaxing right now. This is my favorite thing to see. And I don't know, I love that. So thank you so much. Even when the channel was pretty small, like under 100 subscribers or barely 100. I'd feel so guilty when when I would go like, you know, she'd go like, hey, do you want to go to the movies or whatever tonight? And I'd be like, oh, it's Saturday. I need to record a video. And she'd be like, oh, okay. Like, no guilt. She's like, that's fine. Cool. Absolutely. And then I would be like, I'm sorry. Like, I know it's dumb. She's like, it's not dumb. But I felt silly knowing that with such a tiny channel at the time, literally no one was watching my videos then.
I know, he felt so
and the
like,
people
sad
who were
about
wouldn't
it.
notice if it was a day off or not. And I felt silly like trying to prioritize that, but Heather really encouraged me to do that because it was important to me. It didn't matter what the numbers were. It was important to prioritize something that I cared about. And it was just, let
me tell you another pro tip. Pro tip from the background.
Yes.
The behind the scenes from Tom's channel. Okay. For all of you guys who are working on your own, Tom is insanely dedicated. It helps that he's having a blast doing all of this stuff, but he is dedicated. This is a priority.
Yes.
And like even more, I have my own channel. There's a reason why he like passed me, you know, like even with my own stuff, I'm not, consistency is something I struggle with. He has not missed a week, guys. And in the summer, he's doubling up the schedule.
I'm trying as much as I can to add in a second video.
And he, you know, it's taken a really long time, but he has developed a process where things are so much easier to, you know, produce. Right? It doesn't take shorter amount of time. It's still long, but you know, I think there's just the workflow that is now second nature, where it used to take a lot of time to figure out, like, you know, from idea to production was kind of a tricky thing.
And it takes time to develop. But yeah, I mean, being dedicated is key, especially because
super dedicated.
You know, you don't have to do it, and so it's easy to just feel like,
especially in the beginning when no one's watching. It's
I mean, to be super candid, even today, like I wanted to do a live stream. We were doing a 20K thing, but it was getting later.
Dude, he didn't want to do it.
I'm so tired.
He did not want. I was like, we gotta do a live stream.
I know. She's like, I was setting everything up, and I was like, I'm so tired.
When are we doing the live stream? When are we doing the live stream? He's like, I don't know if I want to do a live stream. I was like, you gotta do a live. If you're not gonna do it now, when are you gonna do it? I
know, but you gotta do it. And I know I would so regret not doing it. And obviously, like I'm having it's like my favorite live stream ever. So, but we've had our puppy and we've gotten no sleep. And then today we also gave him his first bath, which like I'm wearing long sleeves.
Sore.
They kind of went away. My whole arm was scratched up, and it looked like I did like something bad to myself. And I was like, God,
we're just scratched up from puppy.
But he's like such a good boy though. So,
okay, go.
Anyway,
catch up.
Mustard. Simon Hopkins, 2:48 a.m. You need to be in bed. Hi from the UK. Thanks for all your advice on the Procaster. Can't wait for mine to arrive from Germany. Wish you the best of luck with it. I'm sure you're going to love it. Just make sure to update that firmware right away to get all the cool features. Philip agrees with Paul about the wife comment. Yeah, just keep looking everywhere. Tom has smooth character built up on products. But it's all authentic. You would not believe some of the wacky stuff I turned down, because literally as soon as you hit like a couple hundred subscribers, you get the weirdest emails from people wanting to like do sponsored, and it's just like, if they use my name, I'll write back. but half of them are just like, hello, blank. I've seen your video on blank and appreciate like your video.
And literally it says blank.
Yeah. Or I think it was Cody Warner posted on Twitter. He got one that said like, I love your video on platform. He was like, wow, what a cool platform. Roberto says, congrats on 1 month, rookies. Just celebrate 31.
Oh, that's awesome.
Whew.
I can't wait to spend 31 years with you.
I would, yeah. There wouldn't be enough time.
Oh, Melt. I love you. Sorry.
I love you
Sorry.
I'm very lucky to have you and 2 awesome dogs and a great community and like fabulous students.
He's so happy right now.
I feeling all lovey-dovey.
You guys, I don't know if you know this about Tom, but he cries so easily, especially like tears of joy become real easy. So
yes, we're gonna move on to. I love when you appeared in one of Gerald and Dunn's videos. Wait, did I do that?
For a second, that's when I knew Tom becoming the real deal now.
Oh, I didn't even know about that. You'll have to tell me.
What video was that?
Yeah, I love Gerald. He's a perfect example of like, I mean, he's goofy, but like, dang, he can make in-depth stuff accessible. Like he's like the master at it in ways that I can't. So typically in my videos, when I say like, this isn't a scientific test, there are people who are better at that than me.
You're thinking of him.
He's one of the people I'm thinking of. Him and like Caleb Pike and those guys who like really set up little charts and readouts and whatever's. And I'm like, this sounds good and that sounds good. Which one sounds better? But I'm having fun. Squeezy Bits, can you play something on one of the instruments? I would love to, but we do have a sleeping puppy right here. And I've tried playing the drums for him once.
He was terrified.
We have a video of it. He got very scared.
Yeah,
he'll get used to it. But maybe if we do more live streams, we'll do like
Tom plays music because he can play everything. There's bass, guitar, drums, synthesizer.
Can't play it well, but I can play it. Oh, check this out.
What? Croatia.
Hello, I'm from Croatia.
Hey.
Exactly.
He's Croatian.
We found that out. I didn't know my heritage. Like a year or 2 ago, we did the 23andMe thing. There's a whole video on my channel about it. Turns out, like,
a lot of you is Croatian.
Yeah, my second most thing is Croatian. I didn't even know. So
there you go.
Represent.
You're the homeland.
And it is a beautiful place that I would actually love to visit. Because we were also watching a lot of Game of Thrones at the time. Like half of it is filmed in Croatia. Super chat it up.
Super chat it up, guys. Support the channel. You don't have to, but
I remember MySpace, top 8. Kind of miss it. I feel like we could get you a Deity mic. Deity's a great company. Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Cute.
I mean, I love Rode, and I didn't realize till I started doing all these Rode videos how many Rode.
Big fan of Rode.
I mean, literally over the years, personally and for work, I think I've purchased well over 100 Rode products like video mics and NTGs and Rodecaster and all this stuff because my whole high school program is just Rode. But Deity showed up, and I think one of the reason Rode kind of upped their game recently is because Deity showed up and was like, hey, we're also doing kind of amazing stuff, and now there's competition, which is really good. And they have just cool like style and branding and all their stuff. So I'll take it. Oh my God.
Gotta catch up. Gotta catch up.
I am good. How are you? Being comfortable in front of the camera starts when you realize you don't owe anyone anything. I mean, it's true. It's true. Like it is for you. I do feel that thing of like someone is giving me their time to watch me. So I owe them something that's going to be worth their time because time is your most valuable resource. What's that line from? I think it was Endgame or Infinity War where Tony Stark says the thing he learned best from his dad was that no amount of money ever bought another second. Oh, that hit me. Aaron, Heather, which joke was the classic one for you from Tom? The one you won't forget? Is there one? They're all terrible.
I forget them so easily, guys.
So I can just keep saying them.
Which joke was the classic one? I know there are some, but I can't think of any.
If you think of one, let us know.
Yeah.
Do you think the C100? We have one at work with the C100 Mark II. I love it. I have live streamed with it before.
But
no, I mean, it's great. And it's coming down in price. I mean, the only thing which I feel even silly saying, but now that it's 2020 is the lack of 4K, but it's such high quality 1080 and those built-in ND filters. I think if you can get it on like a decent price, if it's ever under 3,000, I mean, it's a great deal. Like you can't go wrong with any of the C series cameras. Speaking of which, even though I'm using the Canon EOS R, do you know what a pirate's favorite camera is?
No.
You'd think it's the R, but 'tis the C. Are you on Instagram? Yes, at So Darn Tom, Twitter and Instagram. Hobbs 2000. I discovered your channel, Tom. I look for freaking Roadcaster. My first impression. Wow, this guy has a lot of enthusiasm. That's so. Oh,
That's cute.
perfect. Okay, I'm glad that it's all connected. Yeah, I'm glad that it's all connected. I'd be sad if I was like, this is the Enthusiasm Project.
You're so enthusiastic.
Whatever. Wait a minute. Melanie, my former student. Which Melanie? Well, actually, give me like a graduation year. Don't give me like personal info. But hi, it's nice to see you. Yes, we're discussing catch lighting. I learned in an hour of search. Awesome. I'm so glad that helped. Catch lighting is amazing. Thank you for your $2.
This is what we're doing.
I don't have, it's the first time using StreamYard. I don't have the crazy sound effects and stuff yet.
Yeah, you gotta put it in the road thing.
Oh, wait. I can't hear it, but it's the rim shot. It should be the rim shot. I think this is the Inception sound.
Yeah, we don't have. Why didn't we have headphones?
Because I didn't want to be wearing headphones the whole time.
Oh.
I love my headphones, but they're not super comfortable for long periods of time. Are you playing it back? Which one did you hear it?
But oh yeah, I did.
It should be the rim shot. I think this is the Inception sound.
Okay, well,
those are my sound effects.
So it works. Good job.
Huge congratulations, Tom. Well, thank you so much. I can't believe I was using this and like I don't have a thing set up to do. Anyway, we'll get better at live streaming as time goes on. But thank you for the $2. I think we went there.
Yes.
Huge congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you
so much. I just want to make sure I hit everybody. Mass congrats, love your vids. I feel like
Let's have more. I feel like you did that one already.
I think this was an edit. Anyway, thank you again. I appreciate it. Just want to ask you the channel membership feature already. No, I don't. I don't know what I would do with it. It's interesting. I really appreciate your enthusiasm. I think you have to have 30,000 to unlock that, if I'm not mistaken. Oscar Alejandro, I love your videos. Oh, thank you so much. He's got a giant channel also, by the way.
Cool.
I believe most of it's in Spanish language, if I'm not mistaken. But thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Hopefully it's helpful, mildly entertaining. Love your videos, Ivan. Excellent personality, very entertaining. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Woo woo.
I really enjoying the diversity of like places that everyone is from.
Yeah, it's
in
cool.
the stream. Thanks for I mean, it's absolutely my pleasure.
Okay, now you gotta do the Roadcaster thing.
Okay. This isn't because your super chat is a joke. It's just the sound effect I have. Otherwise, it's like sad trombone.
Martin Manchego.
There we go. Thank you, Martin. Without your vices. Oh my God.
Aw.
Definitely put a link or something to that in this chat so people can check it out. I'd love to see how you're doing a podcast with your wife. That sounds awesome. And thank you so much for the support. And then we've got Dan.
Boop.
The world is a better place. Yes. 100%. That's the kind of positivity I was talking about that Dan brings, that you get with him.
So go check out his channel.
Do positive things. Thank you, Dan. For a lot of things. Matthew John, thanks for loving what you do. I mean, so punny about it.
Nah.
She has to live with it, but it's my pleasure. Do you have a video intro for your channel? I don't. Only because I realized
you don't need one.
Well, you don't need one, but I actually skip through a lot of them. And I don't even realize I'm doing it, but as soon as they start, I like double tap.
The best intro to your channel is an actual video from your channel where you're just, doing your thing.
It's that or something quick. I mean, that's why I do the My Name is Tom thing. Bringing up Peter Lindgren again. He redid his channel intro where literally it's like his initials and then it cuts. It's like a second and a half and it's really good. It's super effective. It works. It's branded. The shorter they can be, the better, I think is key. But of course, whatever works for you.
I was thinking channel trailer.
Oh, channel trailer. No, the
like a bumper.
Yeah. Family of tech. My wife gets mad when I'm making videos. Fortunately, I mean, one of my favorite things, because my room is here, but the wall behind us is basically connected to Heather's office. And if there's times when we're both like filming our videos and stuff, it just makes me so happy.
He loves that.
Because if I could tell my 12-year-old self that like, yeah, you and your super cool wife are going to like live in this house with all this gear and these cool dogs, and you're going to make videos that the whole world can see together on your free time. Like, come on.
You're so cute right now.
I know.
He's so happy.
You're awesome. Thank you.
Boop, boop.
My awesome what? I try when I do. Don't affect family time. It's so tough. I mean, we just have dogs and not kids. I don't know how people do this stuff
Yeah.
with human babies, because at least the dog can, like, he is asleep in a crate right now. Can't do that with a baby. I guess a cradle's kind of a crate. Antonio, congrats on the 20K. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Go check out Antonio for sure. If you like the live stream, listen to his podcast.
Oh, that's cute.
It still weirds me out that, because that's like a side project, so it still weirds me out that, like,
People actually listen.
yeah. But I mean, I'm making them. There's like 40 something episodes at this point, so yeah. Family of Tech, get the video making pains from my wife. She just doesn't understand yet. I mean, if it makes you happy husband, happy
Wife.
Sure. I mean, ideally, yes, right? So yeah, just working on schedules is tricky. Luckily, it's summer vacation, so my schedule opened up. But normally I film on the weekend, and I usually say, like, I'll film today and edit tomorrow, and then I just end up editing most of it later that day. So you hit the whole day, rhythm. But I feel bad when the whole day goes away. I do like it sometimes when I can control myself and, like, film on a day and edit a little bit over a couple days and then release the video. I think the video ends up better that way, coming back to it with fresh eyes, but
me too.
Breaking it down into small chunks. But it's like when you're in the middle of it.
Yeah, you just want to get it done.
And it's fun. I have to really thank you, because I thought there was oh man, you brought me to create videos in advance to use in emergencies. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
If you have not checked out Muhil's channel, please go check it out. I don't know if it's evident or whatever, but he's like, I think today's your birthday, so I don't know, 17, 16. Super young, but crazy smart, crazy dedicated.
That's awesome. I mean, the fact that he reached out to you for freaking collab, that's awesome.
And was ultra prepared too. Was like, this is exactly what I need. This is how we'll do it. My schedule was a little crazy at the time, so he, like, adapted the workworkflow to
I remember you. Yeah, he was telling me about you and was very impressed.
Yeah, because then, you know,
and that says a lot, because he works with a lot of high school kids. So.
I know. So if you could tell all my students, like, how to be dedicated. I have a lot of dedicated students, but some of them need that little kick. Will I be doing a live streaming tutorial soon? If I get a workflow that I like and I do live streaming regularly, and we do ours, definitely. I do have a couple videos on my channel about how we do our live streams at my job, where we do, like, a multi-camera broadcast every day.
Yeah.
It's a bit more of a, like, headache-inducing setup. Although we should just use StreamYard, honestly. But if you want the basics, you can do that. I did a video about live streaming high school graduations, which is more of like event live streaming. Once we kind of get this figured out, if you guys like live streaming, let me know. I'd love to do more. Then I'd be happy to share my setup. It's simple. I try to keep things simple. Here's the thing.
Oh my gosh, Coco.
Let me tell you about the end of Coco. I ugly cried in the theater. It got silent, and literally from the front, you just heard
he was bawling. And then we went to go get pizza, and while we were waiting for the pizza, he was still crying.
It looked like we were in, like, the middle of an argument.
I know.
That was the theater we got married at, actually.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, we had to get married at the movie
Internet's
theater.
a bit fuzzy right now. I wonder if that's you or us. Our internet, like, kind of sucks sometimes. So another thing, it could be us. Schedule nights, and it's just so tricky to, like, figure out. I like that people are chatting with each other in the comments.
I know.
Congratulations, Henry Thomas. Congrats on reaching 20K. Thank you for encouragement and teaching. Yes, Henry was working on a CTE credential.
Oh, cool.
I think
that crossed my mind for a hot second.
Yo, because right.
He knows who you are.
Yes. No, because we're
that's right.
Same college. So
there you go.
But super tricky time to get into teaching, just economically, but 100% worth it. I graduated in 2009 from college, so the worst time to try to get into the job market, and it still worked out. So just go for it. I think that's kind of the thing that is clearly popping up in our discussion here is, like, you just got to do it. It's tougher. People think, like, it's so fun, you just make a video, but there's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can make it enjoyable. What is the reaction of your students about your channel? They must have a lot of questions. I never actually promote my channel to my students, because I feel like ethically that's weird. Obviously, like, kids are smart, and I teach a digital media program. They're savvy with, like, finding
how
stuff
to
out.
find it.
So and literally sometimes they'll search up stuff like how to do something we're doing in class,
and then
my
his
video
tutorials will pop up.
So it's all been positive. I like it when they find it, not because I need them to be subscribers or anything, but because I like that they are seeing their teacher doing the thing that he's teaching them. So if anything, it's just like giving me street cred.
Yeah,
And then
definitely. I mean, it's YouTube.
I have a number of students who do have or are starting channels, and it is really nice to kind of play with that. We did a thing this year before school like ended where it was like an after school program called the Creator Academy, where people just wanted to work on their own digital media stuff that wasn't school related. They can kind of come in and like use the space in the studio and the gear and make their thing, and I could help them out with, you know, the tech side of it, because I genuinely love all this stuff and talking about it. You got a C100 Mark II for $1,400, Philip? That I would buy a C100 Mark II for that.
Yay! Wow!
Thank you.
Woo, 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 woo.
You're absolutely funding future. Oh yeah. I could like play it on the real drums, but I'll just do the sound effect instead. Thank you so much. This is I forgot that super chats are a thing that could happen, and I really appreciate all the support. Peter Lingren's intro. Yeah, Peter is a great guy. We kind of became Instagram buddies. He is just a really cool guy, and I love him a lot. He's ultra nice and just fun. Did he see that? If he hasn't seen it or you haven't already, send it to him on Instagram. He will 100% love that. Because his channel blew up like crazy, just crossed 300,000, and I know he's still a little, seems to be still a little like, I can't. There's so many people watching, and it's just him doing everything. Smile's contagious. Oh, thank you so much. That's the smile. Good for you, Tom. Working on my new desk. Nice. Desks are real fun. Let's see. My podcast in Spanish is called Cia a Dia, Crescendio en Cristo.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm sorry. Keep in mind, like most of my students speak Spanish as at least a second language, if not first, and that's the extent of my Spanish accent. I can understand more than I can speak. I'm sorry. You can speak Filipino.
It's not called Filipino.
What's it called?
Visayan.
Oh, I am standing Visayan myself now. Why did I not know this? Well, you also had a secret middle name I didn't know about. Magic trick tutorials. Hi. No tricks. Sylvia, congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi, Sylvia. I was just talking to her earlier.
Oh, okay. Cool.
First Schweitzer.
Oh, perfect. I've seen your guys' graduation video.
Yeah, I was working on it.
S2 Celt
Tabe.
StreamYard is awesome. Thanks. You're welcome. I've got more coming because this thing just keeps getting better and better, and I love it, and it fits in with video so well. Thanks for the shout out, Tom. Actually,
oh my God, are you serious?
I was like, there's no way. Oh my God.
15?
Okay. So,
oh my God. So we are going to be very excited that we know you when you become like a huge worldwide leader and author and
and if
CEO of whatever you're going to do.
I've been having an idea for future live streams where I'd love to like share your channel on, like, I'll dig into it and like we'll kind of like analyze each other's channels or whatever. But I'm not set up to do that right now. The content that you have on your channel is like, it's really varied, but it's really thought provoking. And you kind of dive in, like he dives into like COVID-19, like like where it came from, how to like why things are working. And I was like, can you just be in charge of fixing all this?
Wow, and you're 15. That's so cool, dude.
Yeah. This guy makes great videos.
This guy is my guy.
I would like to see you create a rap beat on the Roadcaster.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
But there is a cart of synthesizers and things.
Yeah, he has like that DJ pad thing.
Yeah, I love doing like live looping of music. Actually, I have an old video on my channel about that.
Cute.
William, congrats on 20K. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I appreciate each and every single person. Detroit Dart Club, congrats.
How cool.
Thank you.
I want to check out that channel.
Comment. I was struggling with choosing language, but I'm glad I chose English. Oh, good. I'm really glad that that's a tough thing. I'm monolingual. I just speak English, so I have no choice on what language to choose. But for people who are fortunate enough to speak more than one language, that is often a thing. How am I going to reach the right audience? Like, do I create all this content in my first language and then only that community can access it? And I don't know what the answer is to that, but I'm glad you found what works for you. And then here we come up on Paul. Oh, good. Peter loved it. Good. I've been watching
Oh,
the
cute.
Yeah.
So you guys all should be friends.
Yeah, we've done video calls
Peter, Paul, and Tom.
too, because Peter is so good, but he's like so far away on the other side of the planet from where most people are. So he's just such a good guy, and it makes me happy. We had to do a video call one night, and it was his morning, but like the middle of the night here. But I was like, whatever, I don't have work tomorrow. And
then when he came into the bedroom, he was like hyped.
I know.
And
I was like, I gotta go
midnight.
to bed now. It was like 1:30 or something. Cool. That was strange. Hopefully you can still hear me.
I don't know what happened.
I think I accidentally swooped on my mouse and like went back a page. So should be good. I think it just took us off of the stream here. Anyway, we've been doing this for an hour and a half.
Oh, there
now.
you go.
Sorry about that, you guys. I'm new. That was strange. I think this is a good time to wrap it up because we got
wrap it up.
Our puppy is in no hurry to wake up. He's sleeping on his back right now, completely knocked out.
We're gonna people
tire him out. Oh, Jared. Okay,
we'll wrap Jared, what up?
Jared is on the Hive Media, the Hive podcast. His the one that I was on recently.
I just saw the Instagram,
which was really fun. And then he made all these super awesome like little promo things for it.
Oh yeah,
like animated
you
stuff.
Looked real cool.
I know. I even had some of my students send me those, going like, "What? Like, go, Mr. Buck." So thank you, and thanks for having me on your show. It was really fun. Hi. I'm so sorry. My favorite part has always been how proud you are to be a teacher. That inspired me to start my own.
That's cool.
I love it. I'd be really interested to know what you teach. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Teaching is a very tough but very rewarding job. Teenage Hunter, subtle if you speak more than one subtitle if you speak more than one language. Yeah, that's true. That's a good way around it. And then you can kind of access everybody. See, there we go. Buddies. Oh, thanks so much, Paul. That was really fun. Jared's podcast is amazing. Thanks for stream card. Yes, I know. I just realized that because basically I'm just like a guest on the stream, so I could add in others. Well, now that Jared's here, it's time to leave. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're about that time to wrap it up. So
I have some questions.
Okay.
Let's see. What would you tell yourself at 100 subscribers? What would you tell yourself at 20 subscribers?
I would tell myself, keep doing what you're doing, making videos. My big thing was I didn't want to tell anyone in my real life that I had a YouTube channel until I had 100 subscribers, because for some reason I thought that made it more legit. And I'd be like, it's your thing, own it. Be proud of it. You're working really hard on it. It's a cool thing just by making something. You're doing something different that a lot of people aren't doing. Like, be proud, have fun, stay the course. Also, niche down. Pick a freaking topic. You know what you want to do. Don't wait another year to decide what you want your channel to totally be about. Just do that right now, because I took too long to do that. And also, don't be afraid to like make a little money off your channel. It doesn't make you evil. It actually can help keep things sustainable.
What do you hope to achieve with your channel as you look towards the next 20,000 subscribers?
I would love, right now, the thing that I think my channel needs is the community. Like, I think that's the thing that makes stuff thrive in a way that I can't do just on my own. Yeah. So I would really love to focus on community building in the next 20, so that people not only find resources they like, but also go like, oh, cool. Like there's a group here. There's a place here where I fit in and belong. That's sort of been my thing with all my school programs, is like, it's the place for a lot of people who sometimes don't even feel like they belong anywhere else, find a home there. I'd love for my channel to sort of fill that role in a lot of ways.
If you can make a YouTube channel about absolutely anything else, what would it be?
Absolutely anything else. It would probably be maybe something like either something like crafty, like building stuff, or like something music related. I think that'd be really fun. Like,
who are your top 3 favorite YouTube channels that you watch?
Well, we talk about Peter Lindgren a bunch, so I'm going to go there because I get real excited every time one of his videos pops up. God, there's so many good ones, and there's like people in the chat right now who I like. I've been really loving Gerald Undone lately because he's just so good at what he does. And Becky and Chris have been like a soothing, like warmth of. I just love their videos. Also, I'm trying to think of someone that's like out of that genre that I go for. Gus Johnson, Eddie Burback, just like goofy guys doing goofy things are really fun. And I mean, like half the channels we mentioned in this chat.
What's one thing that you wish you could level up or upgrade or purchase to improve your channel? Like, what's next? What's next on the wish list, I guess? Whether it be a skill thing or a product thing.
It's probably a combination of both, which is audio. I think my audio is okay, but
his audio is so good. He talks about this all the time. And I'm like, dude, literally, you get comments all the time. People who meet us are like, your audio is so good. And he's like, oh, my studio isn't audio treated. It doesn't need to be, guys.
No, but well, normally I use this guy here, and I've been
using. This is Tom.
This is my
taking the production that's already at 100% to 110%.
This is my Video Mic Pro that I use, Pro Plus, that I use for my. The battery's dead, so I need to charge this. That I use for most of my normal videos, and I've been trying to figure out more with positioning, and I have to just make my voice sound better because I know I wasn't using that mic to its fullest ability, and there's a little too much echo. This drum set creates huge echo, so just trying to really like bump up audio. I am working towards like a 4K workflow, which is something I didn't expect to do, but I'm starting to appreciate it. Oh, you know what? I take that back. 30 frames a second.
I knew it.
30 FP freaking S. That's where it is. Which is not something I ever expected, but I started doing a couple videos in it. I really like the way that it looks. I was listening to MKBHD's podcast. He went in this whole thing about where 30 FPS came from. Gary from the Everyday Dad has been championing that fight for ages, and I just always stayed away from it. Turns out, at least for like the kind of videos I do, it actually looks really good, except
his lights.
My lights freaking flicker. So I'm trying to figure out how to avoid that. Actually, we're doing this in 30 frames a second, so I don't know if it's. And I think I have it down where the lights aren't flickering. I just need better accent lights, honestly, because these are just cheapo ones that are going to flicker no matter. They like flicker even when you're looking at them with your eyes.
You should catch up with the comments because.
Yes, ma'am. Happy wife, happy life. Okay, cool. So we're talking about Jared. I think next media is Heather.
Oh, that's cute. There is a Heather in Thick Media. But yeah, that's awesome. Sean is like, Sean actually taught me everything I know. He was my YouTube coach.
Sean's great.
Yeah.
And speaking of MKBHD, so actually I think you would be more likely to be the next him because he started when he was like your age.
Yeah.
Have a good night, and most importantly, have a happy birthday. And again, go check out that channel, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Add them to your top 8. One tech teacher to another. I need the air horn on the thing, and I don't have it. First time here, enjoy myself.
Yay!
I'm so glad, and you super chatted, which is so nice. Stream was great, cool. I'm glad you guys liked it. I just don't want to miss anyone before we wrap up.
Oh my god, I told you, Jared. Okay, that's what I was telling Tom. I was like, we need to do a podcast. We need to do a live stream show. We need to do something. But we finally did start something this week.
Yeah, it was early this week.
Yeah, it was early this week, and it's called The Couples Table. So we were gonna do a podcast, but we have this already set up. So it's just gonna be a new weekly live stream show that we do.
This setup actually works for doing podcasts because in theory I could just be recording on the Rodecaster and then
we got the audio
and just upload the audio. Oh my goodness. Drums. When there's not Sleeping Puppy in here, in future live stream, there will be drums.
I would love to show you guys.
Peter collaboration. So this is what we talked about earlier. Peter's like, yeah, let's collab. And I'm like, crap, what can I bring to the table? So I'm just trying to come up with a good idea before I like pitch him on it, honestly.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so there we go. People are
Ooh. Oh my god. I haven't been
to Peru.
I haven't had Peruvian food. There used to be a Peruvian restaurant right next to my old apartment. So good. There's no Peruvian restaurants here.
No, I've never had Peruvian food. So if I went, I would really need to peruse the rest of the menu. I messed it up. Yeah, that's what you get for being late to my random live stream. I didn't announce. The couples table. Look at this. Oh, it's branded. I see. I've always been 24. if I can't figure out the light flickering issue, I'm going back to 24. But here was MKBHD's argument. Everybody says it looks cinematic and motion looks more natural. And obviously like 60 FPS doesn't look supernatural, or it kind of looks supernatural.
Too natural.
Yeah. And 30, I was like, 30 does look really nice. The reason, and I should have known this more as like a digital media freaking teacher who teaches film history, but I never thought about frame rates. Back in the day, 100 years ago, they're trying to conserve physical amounts of film, and they're trying to use as few frames as possible with what they can get away with. But obviously, if you're using like 12, you're going to look like an anime or some weird stop motion. Not that existed, that anime existed 100 years ago. And so 24 was kind of where things looked natural, but was taking up the least amount of film stock. And then it's just what we've been used to over the past 100 years. But I was like, okay, if that's the reason, I'm going to open my mind to the possibility of trying something new. And we'll see. Oh, Jared's a new... See, this might be like the 2020. No, what is it? 30 and 2020. Yeah, that's the hashtag. Oh, here, yes. He sent me a very nice GIF when I mentioned this earlier today. Great channel. I started taking you seriously. Your videos were helpful.
Aww,
good.
So great.
Awesome. I hope you're doing well on your YouTube journey. And I hope you're having fun with it. Jared says Sean is the man. I mean, he's an OG dude who kind of knows everything. 60 FPS. It does look good. And depending on what you're doing, if you're doing any kind of like gaming, obviously, or even like commentary channels look really good at 60. I just don't have the thing to like do it. Oh, thank you.
Thank you for saying this.
Tom's videos from the high school on YouTube, especially the audio. Thank you so much.
Because he doesn't think his audio's well. I think you think there's room for improvement.
I think there is room for improvement.
Yeah.
But I literally,
but that's good.
I make my students do a project called "Audio is Half a Video," and it's all about they have to cut out all the audio from a like short film they make, and then add in everything in post production just to learn the importance of audio mixing and like. It's just so I hear every flaw, but it's okay. Lyle says goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for doing live show. Dad joke deployed. Boom. They left the Peruvian restaurant for Tom. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? You guys.
Since that's true. Since we are offering food, you guys watch. Cool. We can just go get fat around the country. And then we can start a fitness channel. Cool. Well, thank you guys for offering food. Offering your congrats. I appreciate it. If you guys like this, which it seems like we had a good time and it's been on for a long time, I'd love to do more live streams quasi regularly. Maybe we can figure this out and make it happen. So thanks for watching.
Give him feedback if you want him to live stream, because I think he was still not sure.
No, but I'd kind of like to do it if it's a thing people like. Thanks for 20,000. I will have my mind blown for a long time. I'm still blown from 10,000 or 1,000. So this is kind of crazy. Go check out Heather's channel at Heather Just Create. It's in the description. Obviously, be safe. Thanks for all your time. I appreciate it. And with that being said, I don't have a way to end this.
You have a few more comments.
People saying goodbye. Oh, just got the Rode Pod mic today. Wonderful. Glad you got one in stock. I can't leave people out. I know, that's it, right? Checkbox, bucket list. We're done here. Goodbye. Proof I didn't need it. There you go. The Video Mic Pro is a great one. Have some rest. Do it again. Live streaming rocks. I think that's all we need to do it again. I'm going to end this one, you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay, have fun. Bye. Oh, wait, it says end. I don't know how to end it.
Oh my God.